A judge ruled in favor of the defendants in a wrongful death lawsuit after a police chase in Anderson County. The crash happened in June of 2020 on Dobbins Bridge Road. Anderson police say officers were trying to stop Grayson Mathis Jr. for reckless driving. Sheriff's deputies placed stop sticks on the road. An investigator said that could have caused Mathis to swerve before he crashed. Mathis and a woman his car hit were killed. Mathis's father sued both law enforcement agencies, the county, city, and 2 officers. The judge cited Mathis's negligence in starting the chase that led to the wreck that killed him. 7 News reached out to both law enforcement agencies for a comment. We have yet to hear back.
A string of businesses hit by vandals. This all happened last night in Gaffney. Here's Scarlett Lizjak. She talked to the investigators.
Monday night was a busy night for the Gaffney Police Department. Officers tell me they responded to several break-ins along this busy road. Monday night around 8 p.m., the Gaffney Police Department responded to several vandalism calls, all on the stretch of Floyd Baker Boulevard.
We started receiving phone calls from alarms that windows were being broken up and down the West Floyd Baker Boulevard. It's multiple different businesses. We are actually still taking reports for the businesses and gathering videos. Lieutenant Cody Turner with Gaffney Police estimates around 7 businesses were vandalized. You never know the motive until we actually speak to them. It's looking like it's mostly title loan places, and then we have a few restaurants. So we don't know. There's nothing that's tying everything together. Mostly it's just busted windows. It appears that we've not seen any that he's made entry in. He is just knocking windows out. Police say Floyd Baker Boulevard is a busy part of town. Floyd Baker Boulevard is where most of the businesses are. You have your restaurants, you have Walmart, you have pretty much anything you can want is on the boulevard. But vandalism cases like this one do not happen often here. First time we've had something like this in a while. It's usually pretty quiet, but last night was different. Once we do get more video, we're going to update it to our Facebook page. We'll be looking for the public's help to see if they've seen him, or if they do see him, we ask them not to approach him, just to contact us. The Gaffney Police Department says if you have any information on this case, to contact them. We'll have those numbers listed on our website, WSPA.com. Reporting in Gaffney, Scarlett Lizjak, 7 News.
And we are told investigators are in this process of pulling surveillance video from some of the stores in the area, and they're talking to witnesses who may have seen something.
Thousands of pounds of tires illegally dumped in Greenville County. Investigators are searching for the person or people responsible. 7 News' Lauren Miller spoke with a property owner victimized and the volunteers helping to keep Greenville clean.
This is the 3rd cleanup in the last 2 weeks, and the county says this big pile of tires is one of their smaller cleanups. And officials say the illegal dumping is happening on private property.
We're going to pull in those tires over there. We'll have to pull those up.
Hundreds of tires have been illegally dumped around Greenville County, but why?
There's state requirements, there's county requirements on disposal of waste tires and the hauling of waste tires. And a lot of them will try to circumvent that and dump them versus going the appropriate way or paying the appropriate fees to dump the tires.
It's a criminal offense, and it's an expensive one, too. In cases where the tires have been dumped on private property, the property owner may end up paying.
Greenville County doesn't clean private property. If you have something illegally dumped on your property, you as the property owner are responsible for that.
The county has partnered with Palmetto Pride for this cleanup. It's being paid for with the help of a grant, but in the past, property owner Bill Turrentine has had to fork out the money.
Well, it's actually almost been a full year since the first real dumping happened. It was in August of last year. We actually came in and cleaned it all up ourselves. But then since last year till now, I don't know how many more dumpings we've had, but we put some cameras up.
It's what the county suggests a property owner do, along with creating barriers.
The easiest and the most effective one is to just deny access to people. You can use rocks. We've seen people use trees that have fallen down and just put it across like an area.
But figuring out who is responsible is also a top priority.
Greenville County was not going to stand idly by and tolerate illegal dumping in our community.
Projects like these can cost upwards of $1,000. The county was able to receive an $8,000 grant to pay for 4 projects. In Greenville County, Lauren Miller, 7 News.
Greenville County Litter Ends Here has an app where property owners can report illegal dumping and litter. As of now, it shows 25 work orders waiting for cleanup.
A South Carolina lawmaker says pregnant women should have access to parking spaces reserved for people with disabilities. He's proposing moms-to-be should be given temporary placards for those spots. State House reporter Caroline Yaffa has our story.
Right now, pregnant people can only get placards if they qualify and get physician approval. But many lawmakers are saying being pregnant should be enough.
Anytime we can help mothers through all of that with just the simplest of government action, I think we ought to take that up. Sometimes common sense can rule the day.
Under current state law, the DMV says they do allow pregnant women to qualify, but only if a licensed physician fills out this form that confirms the condition impacts mobility. One option says to use the parking spot and receive the placard, you have to have an inability to ordinarily walk 100 feet nonstop without aggravating an existing medical condition. Representative Micah Caskey says he wants to remove that requirement altogether and let a confirmed pregnancy be enough.
This is just a bill that is so common sense that people go, oh yeah, let's do that. And that's where I think by the end of the process, we'll have landed on a solution we can move forward with.
Able SC says they support this concept, but worry that change could take spots away from people with disabilities.
People with disabilities still can't find parking spots as it is. So what I really think that we could do is really create some creative solutions that don't weaken the federal disability law.
She says she wants to work with lawmakers to find a solution that benefits everyone.
We find a win-win solution that could allow it easier for both communities and maybe even strengthen disability parking enforcement as well while creating this bill.
This bill has bipartisan support in the State House.
In Columbia, Caroline Yaffa, 7 News.
Caskey says the bill is in very early stages and he's hopeful it'll be ready for the session in January next year.
Up next.
We're so glad you're with us for 7 News at 6. Developing right now in Spartanburg, another delay has been proposed for the long-awaited redesign of Morgan Square, which still doesn't have a start date.
While City Council approved the delay, it wasn't without a very long debate. Here's Julia Keener with the latest.
Plans to redesign Morgan Square have been in the works for over 5 years, but Monday night City Council voted to delay it again. That's because of several other construction projects and parking concerns. During Monday night's City Council meeting, City Manager Chris Story recommended putting the Morgan Square redesign project on hold so the city can prioritize other initiatives. City spokesperson Christopher George explained that the combination of ongoing construction projects and parking concerns is behind the decision.
It's a huge deal because we have, well over $400 million of development that's within a few blocks of the square. All of that, or much of that, is set to get going here in the next few months. Wanted to maybe take a little pause on Morgan Square to allow that area to remain open while all these adjacent areas are going to be closing down.
But it didn't come without harsh feedback from City Council.
In my opinion, it should be done. We should be rocking and rolling on the square.
City Council member Erica Brown explained redesign conversations started back around the time of COVID.
We have been dragging this out. It is a point of frustration. I think everyone has a right to be frustrated, our business owners, our residents. And I genuinely, whether it's from a budgetary standpoint, we could have had this project done. We could have moved forward with this prior to the baseball stadium starting. I mean, it's just so extremely frustrating.
Some shared her frustration, but found a silver lining.
While I'm frustrated that it's taken this long, but it also has allowed us an opportunity to see from opening day forward the impact of Fifth Third Park and the Spartanburgers and how it changes the mosaic of our downtown.
George says that's exactly the point. The city is holding off until other projects are completed, making sure the final redesign plan supports the future vision for downtown.
We will be waiting until after the first of the year to evaluate where we are with those other adjacent construction projects. Take a look at the downtown landscape. How are our businesses doing? Engage with them, engage with some other downtown stakeholders and see take everybody's temperature essentially.
In Spartanburg, Julia Keener, 7 News.
The city talked about adding valet parking and shuttle services to help Morgan Square business owners and visitors deal with their construction concerns.